there'd be an opportunity to acknowledge again and remember the terrible sacrifice that our wars have taken.
89-year-old Leo Tautfess is a Korean War veteran who will finally go to Washington, D.C. through honor flight this September. He first applied for the trip in 2018, but like everything else these days, the pandemic shut down honor flights the last 3 years. Leo served in the Navy. He was stationed in Korea and Japan in the 1950s. During the trip to D.C. later this year, he, alongside other veterans, will visit the Korean War Memorial and several museums in our nation's capital. Leo hasn't been to D.C. in 45 years.
It will be fascinating to see the ways in which our country has honored those who have served, and how things look today.
Linda Azor is the president of Honor Flight here in Portland, Oregon. She says the trip will consist of World War II, Korean War, and Vietnam veterans. Inflation has affected the cost of airfare, food, and transportation. The trip is free for veterans. Honor Flight covers the cost through donations.
It is not a cheap trip, and we're not going to give them McDonald's to eat, and it's really important to, for not just to make sure they're fed, but we want to make sure they're fed well, because it's 2 really long days.
Azor's father was a World War II veteran, so the cause is close to her heart.
And this was a trip my dad could not make.
Never expected to be honored. And my time in the service was so rich and good for me as a young man.
Along with donations, Honor Flight is also in need of volunteers to handle some of the logistics of each trip. And you can go to portlandhonorflight.org for more info, and we'll post a link on our website as well. Bryant Clerkley, KGW News.